Good morning, everybody. It is Friday here in Colorado. We are currently headed up to our house in Debec. Yesterday, we left off with Russell getting out of the truck to find a moose, and unfortunately, I never got to see it. So, what happened, babe?
Candy bars! That's what happened.
Are you thinking about breakfast?
Yes. Breakfast. That's what I always need is breakfast. So, saw a moose. It was a little ways away, in the brush, willows, I guess. And from down the road, we could see it pretty good. And then when we found a safe place to pull over, I walked back about 40 yards, and I saw the back half of the moose, but its head was down, like, eating, so I couldn't see antlers, cow, bull, I don't know. I think it was a cow, because it was fairly small. Excuse me. And, anyway, it just kind of walked off into the willows to where we no longer could see it anymore. So, little bit of excitement, but we didn't get any shots or have time to set up the camera or anything like that. So, but it's always cool to see a moose, even here in Colorado. I wouldn't say they're overly abundant, but they're here. But we don't see them very often, so it's always fun to see them.
All right, we are gonna go grab something to eat and then head up to the house. And once we get there, I will hop back on and show you guys the Colorado house.
Alright, so yesterday we had a comment on one of our posts, and she was wanting to know what our favorite part of the trip was and what our least favorite part of coming to and from Colorado. So, you know, the easy answer would be my favorite part of coming to Colorado is not being in Texas. And my least favorite part of being in Colorado is going back to Texas. But I'm sure my wife would agree, my attitude significantly changes when I'm in the mountains. I love the mountains. I love everything about them. It's home to me. It's beautiful. The air is cleaner, and I just love it. The least favorite part is the driving. It's a long drive. It's 14 hours from Midland, Texas to here. And until you get into northern New Mexico, there's not much of anything to look at other than pump jacks, sagebrush, and jackrabbits. So I would say my least favorite is the drive, and my most favorite is just being in the mountains in general. So I think she's going to take over and answer what she thinks.
Okay, so to answer Alexis's question, ultimately, yes, I agree with Russell. The best part of going anywhere that's not Texas is we leave Texas. And then the hardest part is going back because neither one of us have family there, and it's ugly, and we don't like it. So sorry to anybody from Texas watching this. It's not our thing. But the bigger answer, I guess, is I like the drive because it, for me, is good time for Russell and I to hang out. And that's kind of weird, I guess, but at home we're so busy. He works all the time. I'm getting ready to start working. So when we're in the car, he can't get away from me. And there's no TV, and a lot of times we don't have service, so work's not bugging him. So it gives us time to just talk and catch up and hang out with each other. So I enjoy the drive, even though it's long and there's parts of it that are really boring. I like it. I think the hardest part is just balancing traveling with Leica now. I love traveling with him, but I spend a lot of time in the back seat, and so it's different from whenever we traveled as a couple, just the two of us. Obviously, I love having Lyko along for the ride, but we stop a lot more now so we can feed him, and, you know, I have to sit back there and play with him and make sure he's having a good time too. So I wouldn't say that's my least favorite part, but it is a part that I've had to get used to as we started traveling as 3 people. Okay guys, we made it up to the house, walking around with Little in his little baby container here, because we tried the pack and play when we first got here and he was not having it. I don't know about other moms, but I feel like when we go to a new place, if we're in a hotel or if even family's house, if we go somewhere and we're visiting, for the first like day or two, Lyko is, I guess, adjusting, and so he wants to be with me all the time. And once we're about 2 days in the same place, he does really well. And I can set him down and he'll play and all of that stuff. But normally that first 2 days probably, he's like, I don't know this place and you're staying with me. So we're gonna walk around with the little sidekick attached. Can see if I can flip this around and show you guys the house in Colorado. These tables are really cool. I'm gonna miss them. That's the pack and play, the failed attempt at a pack and play. And we're just trying to do last minute things. Russell's elk from last year. I think he might be writing a story about him, but he's a cool looking dude. I love when they're super dark like that. So he's pretty neat. We'll have to get him moved to Texas. I don't think our ceilings are going to be high enough for him in Texas, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, just doing last minute stuff. We have a cleaning crew that's going to come in today, and got to move the rest of the furniture out. They'll do all the cleaning, and we will get this place ready to go. Our realtor is excited. She has a photographer coming. So get it sold. It's actually really sad. Neither one of us, my husband or I, want to leave Colorado. We don't want to leave this house. We like the location. We love the house. So it's sad. But for the time being, we are in Texas. So we're going to have to make the best of that. And this is a decision that was really hard, but it was one that had to be done. And so keep you guys posted throughout the day. I'm going to go see what Russell needs, and then I'll try to show you guys some of the outside of the property. Midland doesn't have a Cabela's? So we went ahead and left the house for a little bit. The window guy is still working up there, so he's doing his thing. And we also have cleaning lady,
Showed up way late.
who, yeah, she showed up late, but she's up there now cleaning. So cleaning lady and window cleaner doing their stuff. Russell's dad finishing up the porch. So we took a little break, decided to come walk around Cabela's because there's not one in Midland, Texas, and take a break for a little bit before we head back up. We've got turkeys.
Jake, and Jake. Back there was a good gobbler. Oh, there's a gobbler there. That one right there, look, a gobbler.
Oh, just caught his little head.
That's all you need to catch. Right in the sights of your shotgun. There's a buck over here. Can you see it? No, the trees right here.
Trees.
Hold on, maybe we can see through. Nope, maybe right here. Right through these trees. Can you see the deer over there?
Nope.
Couldn't tell how big a buck it was, but there, oh, there it is. Backed up.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. Right through the trees, right there. See it? You got it, babe? Zoom in.
Yeah, I see him now. Hold on.
There.
I am. There he is. He's looking at us now.
Yeah, we've been sitting here for 10 minutes.
There's two of them.
Yeah, there's 2 bucks, but that other one's a lot smaller. Feel cool?
You need help? It's okay, son.
Damn. Just glad she didn't kick the shit out of me.
Did the mom come?
The mom came up on me. Woo!
It's okay, Like a Bear. It's okay.
But she's okay. That's good.
I've never heard that noise before.
Oh, she was scared to death.
What was it, barbed wire?
I heard somebody say so. There was a deer stuck in the fence. I had to get her out. Her head was caught in the fence. Her mom's right up here. She'll be looking for her. Okay. Bye.
Hopefully they leave her alone.
Yeah, she was scared shitless. Oh, she kicked me right in the nuts.
Ah! Did mom run off?
Thought she was gonna help me, but then she snorted and ran off.
That was crazy. That deer started out in the road, the little baby, and then when our truck came up, it ran across the road and right into that fence. It's okay, Like a Bear. That was nuts.
She was stuck, her head, it was a square, it wasn't barbed wire, so it was a square fence. And see, up here everybody uses barbed wire, so they're used to just running and jumping through it. Well, what happened is her head went right into the square, and then she got stuck at the shoulders and she could not get through. And she was trying to get away, right? She was freaking out. Hands down, if I wouldn't have saved that deer, she's dead. She would have sat there and fought herself and ended up breaking her neck or hurting herself. Seatbelt, please.
Oh yeah, I'll stick it on. I just took it off to see the deer.
I mean, that was a bad situation. But She's okay now.
Will her mama find her?
Yeah, her mom just ran up the hill. They'll holler. They're good. So I'm covered in deer hair. Got my nuts whacked. That felt great. Oh, I am covered in deer hair.
Time for a shower.
Oh man, she caught me good when I picked her up to throw her over the fence so she could get to her mom. When she went to leave, she pow